Welcome to AwakeningYOU channel. We hope you found something here that sparked your interest and assists you in your awakening journey. If you appreciate what we do, please support us. Thank you. This article is also taken from an individual channel that was given by Archangel Michael for a client. The information was so relevant to where we are now that Michael asked me to make it available to all the Star Child community. The client was happy to give his permission. The question that was asked was where the person was on his own spiritual journey and how long it would take him to work through whatever blocks still remained. Since many people ask this question, here is the answer given by Michael. Well, we will say that you have done well on your spiritual journey. You have maintained a high level of awareness and have allowed your growth and opening to continue to this point. And we will say, well done. But we will say that it is also not a matter of time or that you have any particular blocks to remove. It is unfortunate that your way of thinking as light workers often has been conditioned by religion and you imagine yourselves to be blocked and in need of cleansing and saving. Only then, you think, will you see the light of who you are. It is not so. You are a perfect being and you do not have to work to find that perfection. It is merely a matter of accepting that you are indeed perfect in this moment. Everything is as it needs to be and all is in divine order. Well, you might ask, as you do, why you are not able to remember your soul's history and live from the perspective of your higher self at this time. Well, we would say that you could, briefly, and then you would overload your circuits as we might say and implode. The energy would be too great for your physical being to carry at this time. And so it is that you are now, as a species, in a process of aligning the higher and the lower aspects of self so that there may be a free flow between them. When that alignment takes place, then you enter into a partnership with your higher aspect in which you create or co-create together. But, please understand, that this is a process which is involving the rapid upgrading of your physical vehicle. This involves firing all of your DNA sequences so that you can access the full potential encoded into your physical body at this time, and then allowing for the spontaneous and miraculous changes that will occur as the DNA transforms to allow for this new level of interaction between soul and body. This is a physically taxing process that involves a physical interaction with cosmic light, in the form of solar sunlight from the sun, stellar light from Sirius and other stellar sources, and invisible light waves from the great central sunday. These interact with the pineal gland and the pituitary gland, and these in turn trigger the changes as more and more light in the form of energy pours into the physical vehicle. For the pineal and the pituitary are the glands that work with the energy of light to create reality as you know it through vision, perception, and understanding. Now, as your reality is in need of being changed, so your perceptions of reality need to change, and so your ability to interact with and absorb new frequencies of light into your physical vehicle determines how you will progress in this next step of your physical and spiritual evolution. For those who have already begun this path, they are familiar with the physical symptoms of electromagnetic disturbance within the system, which indicate that light has flooded the system and that it is triggering the changes in the system that will allow for a new perception of reality. For the key is indeed perception. Your physical body is being changed so that you might see and perceive another vision of reality. So that you might see what your higher self sees. Beyond fear, and only with love. For that reality is already around you, you just do not have the ability as yet, to see that way. But you are on the threshold. So, you see, dearest one, that you have asked a very good question, and we have answered it in such a way that we hope that you understand why it is not about time so much as about a process that will happen when the group or species is ready. If one person changes their perception and starts to see another reality alone, they doubt their sanity and feel fear and insecurity. This happens already a great deal as people begin to open in that process we have called the transition. It causes anxiety and stress and discomfort, because the body and the mind cannot cope with the rapid shifts in the reality paradigm which are often not even perceived by the rational mind. But, on other levels, the psyche is seeing so much more that it reels with shock sometimes. And this produces the stress symptoms we have called transitional symptoms, and they include nausea, diarrhea, sleeplessness, bad dreams, anxiety, and so on. Now, when a whole group of people make this shift together, then they can support each other in the knowledge that all are seeing the same reality. So, your desire for the next step is evidence that your group is ready to take the next step across what we call the quantum threshold into a new perception of reality. And indeed, then you will see as your higher self sees, but you will still be within your physical vehicle and you will need to integrate your new sense of reality with the truth of your physical nature as you have understood it so far. For everything will change in your world. Everything. Once you have made this shift, you can never go back. And that is why it is taking so long for the collective to make that choice. Fear, of the change, of taking on the true power of their essence and divinity. For all will be changed and you will never be able to live as you have in the past. It will cause great shock to those who are unprepared. We say that time is coming ever closer, and your work will be to prepare yourself to help those who are as yet unprepared for this major shift that is now so close. The collective is ready to step across the quantum threshold with you. But you, as light workers, are the leaders. It is up to you to hold what you know as truth and to assist others to walk across. So, now you ask what prevents you from manifesting your desires quickly and easily. We would say nothing, but your own beliefs and perceptions of reality. And know these are changing. It is often a barometer of inner change to see when your outer reality changes. The free flow of manifestation on the physical plane is an indicator that you have aligned yourself with the flow of divine abundance, or as we call it, divine creative intelligence, and this is an indicator that you are aligning well with your higher aspect through which this intelligence flows into your physical reality. But dearest soul, do not feel you are blocked if that has not as yet happened. Often there are issues of physical grounding that must be attended to before the flow can be grounded from your higher aspect into the physical. You may need to see where you are leaking energy or where energy is being taken from you before it is able to ground into manifestation. From your next question, regarding your family, we can see that the answer may lie in your need to still be involved in what we call the family drama. Nothing drains energy and prevents manifestation faster than the often twisted and negative vortexes that are set up in the family dramas that you have been playing out with your soul groups and friends for many lifetimes, often over thousands of years. Part of your awakening will be to empower yourself and detach from these family dramas that drain your energy flows and prevent you from manifesting at a high level of flow. Take back your power, dear one. Disengage. Each person is responsible only for their own health and well-being. You can offer compassion and support to others, but you do not need to be pulled into draining dramas where emotions and feelings are used to drain your energy that could be used for other purposes. Again, this has a history within your religions, for you were taught that you were sinful and that you needed to work on yourself, and that your family were your teachers. Well, true enough. If that is how you choose to see or perceive reality, then that is so. But, if you accept that you are perfect and created in the perfection of the divine image, then you have no need to learn or to heal or to fix anything, and you have no need to lose energy in these dramas. The reason why they are so draining of your energy is because they are indeed illusions, and you are giving huge amounts of your valuable energy to illusions. This is frustrating and produces great inner anger, for in chasing illusions you can never get to that point of peace and joy and love, for an illusion is empty and contains nothing but more illusion. It is only when you cease playing these games and enter into your total perfection and love that you will find love in your external world, and you will find the material support that is a manifestation of that love.